If you're using YouTube, which you 100% are because this video is on YouTube, then I'm guessing you've seen this message appear on your screen over the past couple of weeks. And if you haven't, my question to you would be, are you a YouTube Premium subscriber? And I know already your answer would be yes. The short of it is, if you're using Adblocker, YouTube is now pretending to run slow and gives you a message saying experiencing issues, find out why, in an attempt to make it look like your laptop, PC, TV, etc. is running slow, when in reality it's just YouTube faking issues with its service to try and combat Adblockers. This is the next step in YouTube's master plan to finally defeat Adblockers. Previously, we had the 3-strike plan, where if you were using an ad blocker such as uBlock Origin, YouTube would outright tell you, "Hi, we're YouTube. We know you're using an ad blocker. We're going to let you watch 3 videos while it's activated, and then you won't be able to use the service anymore, so you'll need to deactivate it. And if you didn't deactivate it after watching those 3 videos, you simply couldn't use YouTube. The videos you clicked on would never load." A few weeks ago, uBlock Origin users that were using Firefox and Chrome got hit with a massive wave of this, and I was one of them. Yes, I use Adblock, and I know that YouTubers are paid through ads. That is how I make money on YouTube, is people watching my ads. But I don't blame you if you're watching this while using an ad blocker, because quite frankly, it is impossible to navigate the internet without one. So much so that the FBI literally suggests that you use an ad blocker when browsing the internet. Now, there are still some loopholes around this, and I'm currently using one, but I'm afraid that if I mention how, it's going to get patched, so unfortunately, I might have to gatekeep. But I'm pretty sure if you do 5 or 10 minutes of research online, you can find a way for several plugins or certain browsers, etc., which are currently unaffected by this. And I think that is a cycle that's going to continue and probably has been going on for several years now. YouTube patches one browser or one extension, another one pops up a few weeks or months later. It then takes YouTube a few months or sometimes even years to patch those. And then after that wave of patches, more pop up, and the cycle just keeps on repeating itself and repeating itself. And YouTube is getting better at striking these down, but I don't think it'll ever come to a complete halt. The most frustrating part of all of this is that YouTube's solution to it is that you deactivate your ad blocker and watch an egregiously large amount of ads. Some people reporting up to 2 minutes of unskippable ads on videos, or mid-roll ads every 2 minutes, which is worse than daytime TV at this point. Or pay for YouTube, buy YouTube Premium, and you won't see ads. The problem is they keep raising the price of YouTube Premium. I don't understand why YouTube doesn't understand that if they discounted the price of Premium as a service, more people would buy it, which means you solve the problem. So many companies fail to realize this, and the ones that do realize it make a ton of money, because if you make something more affordable for the general public, they will buy it. But if you make it super high price so that only the top 10% of users can buy it, then you won't make much money. Like, if I try and sell a product at $100 and I get 10 sales, yes, I've made $1,000. But if I make a product at $3 and get 5,000 sales, because it's a lower price, therefore the barrier to entry is lower, I make more money. Why doesn't YouTube understand this? A YouTube Premium family plan for me in the UK is £20 a month, and I would probably need that because I have multiple YouTube accounts, so I don't want to buy an individual plan because the moment I swap to another account, I would no longer have YouTube Premium. But let's say you are an individual user, you only have one YouTube account, it's still £13 a month. I think in the US, in some regions, it's like maybe $16, $17 a month, with prices constantly reported to be going up to around $20 at some point soon. And in some European countries, such as France, I believe that a family plan of YouTube Premium is €30 a month. YouTube Premium is, I believe, one of the most expensive live streaming services in comparison to Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, Paramount, Disney Plus, Apple TV, DAZN, Discovery Plus, The Sky, it is more expensive. YouTube Premium is more expensive than everything I just listed, at least in the UK. But YouTube is obviously a platform where people are used to not having to pay to use it. The solution is simple. Cut the price in half. Make a family plan £11. Make an individual plan like $6.99 or $5.99 and more people will buy it. But if you're just going to continuously raise the price of this service, nobody will buy it and they will keep finding ways to wiggle around the barriers that you try to put in place, such as using ad blockers, using certain browsers, or using certain devices. And it will be a forever ongoing battle which YouTube will not win. Put it this way, right? I used to have YouTube Premium. Not for too long. I think somewhere in the region of like 5 or 6 months. But I did pay the price back then. I think the price back then was like $7.99 a month or something. This is going on maybe 4 or 5 years ago now. But I was willing to pay that amount of money. And then it went up and I cancelled. So if it was to go back down to that price, like £7 a month, more people, myself included, would be more inclined to buy it. YouTube also needs to work on the experience for users who willingly subject themselves to ads and don't pay the price of YouTube Premium or use an ad blocker. I work at a company that makes PCs and we have to test them, and sometimes I make videos and take pictures of them, and that means booting them up and sometimes loading YouTube. Maybe I want a background video to play, maybe I want gameplay footage on the screen while I'm making a video of PC, etc. So I load up YouTube. I can confidently say that on a brand new device which has just been created, like just been built, not even just had Windows installed, not even just installed Chrome or Edge, whatever, for the first time, a PC which has literally just been built in a production facility will get ads such as hot moms in your area the moment that I boot up YouTube. That is the kind of ad experience that brand new users who don't even have an account yet are being subjected to. And then you've got the new wave of these AI generated ads. Videos of people transforming into cats on Britain's Got Talent. These weird stitched together videos with AI editing. There's even a fake AI esports ad going around which has like popular players from keyboard and mouse and controller games talking about this new service and telling you to go and buy it to improve your FPS and stuff, and YouTube is just doing nothing about it. And then you've got the really not safe for work ads, which in some rare cases have full-on nudity, which violates YouTube's terms of service. But if you do that as a content creator, you will get banned immediately. But yet, if it's on an ad, it's perfectly fine. And then there's the irony ads, which are ads that literally promote an ad blocker are still allowed on YouTube. But then YouTube has a campaign against ad blockers, but it's still accepting money from ad blockers to promote their service on YouTube. It just doesn't make any sense. The bottom line is, ads on YouTube are a mess. YouTube trying to combat ad blockers is a mess, and if they want to get it right, all they need to do is lower the price of YouTube Premium so that more people are willing to buy it. Not everyone. You'll never have a scenario where 100% of users are willing to pay for the service. But with adblock use increasing year over year by 30%, YouTube has to make a change. They have to do something to make people want to buy YouTube Premium and stop receiving ads. And currently they're doing everything wrong. So hopefully someone from YouTube sees this. They probably won't. But if you do, stop being dumb and just lower the price of YouTube Premium. That is all. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.